the songs that you've made, what would be your favorite?
Oh.
Hatch Fever.
Yeah.
Hatch, no, I don't know. I like all of them. It changes, right, though? It does. Usually the new stuff we're more excited about, I guess, but we like all of them. Yeah, I like all of them, too. I think right now I'm on a Rex Marksley fix, for whatever reason.
I like Make Believe a lot, because it gives me a chance to get a bit funky.
Not just the smell.
Yeah.
I think my favorite song of the bands to listen to is Honeybee, and my favorite one to play is Rex Marksley.
Rex Marksley's a popular song. My favorites are a toss-up between Rex Marksley and Suspender Man because I fire a lot of cues on there. I like pushing the button.
Right here in the purple, you had kind of look back. Do you have any hidden talents? Any hidden talents?
Well, if we had them, you know, I mean, they wouldn't be hidden anymore. I'm actually extremely flexible.
Well, most of us use all of our talents in the group to their full extent, so we kind of do everything that we can, right? Well, David's actually like a whiz with technology. That's something that you might not know by watching the act. Like he's just like he has like a super brain. So yeah, I just do website coding and stuff like that. So HTML and JavaScript and stuff like that. That kind of helps with. We have our own forms and stuff, so we're able to do a lot of stuff in-house just because Bunny and I, you know, graphic design, and then I do some of the back-end systems for the websites and the forms. So that helps, I guess. Not really hidden though. I kind of put that. Wait, I got like a double joint. That's kind of cool, right? See, no, it's the same finger too. I can't do that though. It's not really a talent though. I mean, yours is a talent. Mine is. What about you?
I was really trying to come up with a clever one, but I don't have any hidden talents.
That's his talent.
I can sport a dashing suit.
Cleans up really well.
Clean up very well.
You probably can't hear it, but I can do this sweet like ear squeak thing.
Wait. Using that on the show.
There you go.
You're a tough act to follow, Mike. I can't do an ear squeak. My hidden talent's kind of more esoteric. I like archery a lot, and I have a compound bow, and I shoot with my fingers, which is apparently uncommon on a compound bow. Not a lot of people do that, so that's my hidden talent. I'm halfway decent.
You throw the arrows?
He throws the arrows at the target.
As opposed to using a release, compound bows usually have a mechanical release that you pull back, so you're not actually touching the string. But I touch the string.
But Steve's a bad mow.
Steve's talent is that he's really buff.
Steve's talent can kill somebody.
He uses teeth. He parkours for fun. He's loaded with stuff you wouldn't.
He's an awesome dungeon master.
Stop talking about it!
The rest of us take naps.
In the flat, right in the middle. We have the next one. Yeah, you.
Were the robots initially part of when you were making Steam Power Giraffe, and if not, when did they form the idea?
Were the robots initially part of the Steam Power Giraffe?
When you initially formed the idea of Steam Power Giraffe, were the robots there, or did that come along later?
It's a tough question because the name Steam Power Giraffe started as a joke just because we wanted to make like a really, I don't know, like a weird album cover, like a pretentious album cover with like a bunch of steampunks riding a mechanical giraffe. And it was just a joke, and it was just for this fake band because we did a couple recordings. But when we developed the robot characters, we realized that it kind of fit with the wackiness of the robots. The original name for Steam Powered Giraffe was People Bots. Stupid! And our mime instructor said, why don't you just use that Steam Powered Giraffe name? That actually would work. And we're like, we're glad you changed it. Yeah. In that case, we're going back to People Bots. See, we like robots, but we kind of look like people, so people bots. Yeah.
All the way in the back in the white hat.
Which of your songs is the most meaningful to you and why?
Meaningful. That's a good one. Most meaningful song we have.
And why?
To us.
For me, Please Explain is meaningful because it's the first one I wrote for the band, back before I was even in the band. So, well, I played drums, but I wrote it, and it's cool that now it's part of the live routine that we do. So, nostalgia.
Yeah, On Top of Universe was the first song that I got to sing solo, and John helped me write that one, like, compose it out. That was before I knew how to do any sort of music, so singing that in Balboa Park was really, I don't know, cool. It's not a song that, I think we've done it like twice live, way back in the day, but I have a song called Wired Wrong, and that one always makes my heart hurt when I sing it.
Do you take your medication?
There we go. Always end on a butt joke.
I didn't say suppository.
I told you.
Oh, I feel like Brass Goggles really gave me my chance to show the guys kind of what I can do, you know, in the live show that is, because if you've ever seen it here or on the internet, I do have a drum solo at the end of that. So I felt like that was my one time to kind of like shine, you know? And then when I finally did it the first time, they're like, yeah! So I got really stoked, and I felt like that was like my, you're in, acceptance, you know? So that's why I like that song a lot.
Well, the only songs that I have so far really, or like the full-length, full songs is, of course, Prelude to a Dream and Make Believe, and those are meaningful to me because I'm trying to say something to people. And including myself, I often project to talk to myself when I talk to other people, so it's meaningful to me in that way. So.
The most meaningful song for me is whichever song we play last, because that means the show's almost over and I can relax.
Yeah, in the black room.
Yay.
I was wondering, either as a group or individual, what are the weirdest or most awkward gifts that anyone has given you?
I actually got last night, I actually got a guitar strap made out of leather, and I'm a vegan.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably in the room right now, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use it because it's kind of, you told me it was made out of actual cow leather, so it's a bit awkward. See? You feel it, right? So thank you for going out of your way to make that, but yeah, there's that.
It can go on the wall with all the other fan art.
With the rest of the cows.
I got nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I have one. I think it's not really creepy or weird or anything. But we went to Texas last year, and I don't know. Like a bunch of people gave us these giant stuffed animals. Like I don't know. They weren't huge, but they were like pretty big, and there was multiple of them. But the thing is, we fly out to Texas, so we're not able to take much back with us, even selling merchandise, because you know life is expensive, especially with all our equipment. So, I mean, we had to leave them in the hotel room.
Aww.
So they're probably not here right now, but just between.
They had each other, right? There was more.
Yeah. So that happens. So yeah, big gifts. That's always like, oh, we're not going to be able to take this back, are we?
I haven't been in it long enough to receive a crazy gift yet, so
Aww.
keep them coming.
Wow, there's such a plethora of strange... Plethora. Thanks, Steve. Okay. Well, if you set like the underwear aside, you set those things aside. There's very very strange things like pictures of me around town, and then there's like things like the lyrics to Brass Goggles written out, but like they changed them a little bit to make them so overly things, and I was like, whoa, what the heck is this? And thanks. And yeah.
Mike must get different fan art than we do.
I've never gotten anything weird. I've gotten just regular stuff. This guy right here. This is the weirdest thing I've ever gotten. Now y'all better recognize little Steve is on top of Michael Reed's head. Taking photos right now. Just step aside, all right? You don't got the only head. At least I got hair on my head. So
Straight tripping up in here.
You know,
All the way in the far, far back.
there's some hair on my head.
You have to yell. Want to say it again?
Genres?
Genres.
Yeah, favorite genres of music.
Oh boy.
Genre.
Genre.
Maybe just one.
Genre.
One you like now.
I like. Jeez, I don't know genre. I don't go searching for. Man, I could really go for some, you know, this is genre. I can't really say. Weird, artsy, sci-fi, alternative, idiosyncratic. 8-bit's good too. That's a genre. Cool. Dubstep.
I listen to everything. I don't go looking. I listen. I have a very wide palette, so yeah.
by the way, so you got a big mouth?
Yeah, I don't have a specific genre I listen to either. I like artists, and that's pretty much it. So.
Every time I like music, I hear on the radio, I buy it. I don't care who it is. If it's good music, it's good music. So I just like music as a whole.
Same with me. If it's good, it's good. It's very simple.
Like Sam, I'm a big fan of chiptunes. The only two genres that I really can't stand are rap and country.
Which is weird because Rex Marks.
Yeah. I know the goggles is not descriptive in this crowd at all.
I was wondering what you guys, like, how long does it take you guys to get ready for concerts? Especially the robots.
6 hours.
We would be preparing at 6 p.m. for our 10:30. So yeah, it takes a while. But not only that, before all that, there's a lot of vocal warm-ups and stretching, sound check, yeah, and stuff like that. So it's pretty extensive, yeah. We don't like to rush the makeup process. In fact, since there's an Adventure Time marathon on, it's probably going to slow us down a little.
And also, we start maybe like a week because our shows we plan like obviously very far ahead of time, so we plan the week ahead to build up our stamina and get funny and stuff, and get looking at each other's faces all the time, getting sick of each other, wrestling, all kinds of stuff.
We always try to have at least one fully plugged-in tech rehearsal the week of a show. So it starts way back then.
A lot of people think that when we're going to play a show or something, it's just, oh, you guys show up and just play. It's nighttime. Here we go. It's showtime. I bet you guys just walked in here. No, like show day, it's like from noon or earlier until probably 2 or 3 a.m. most of the time. So that's like loading in sound check, makeup, them, and costumes, and like everything that they just said. It's all like a whole day. It's the whole day for a show.
That's why it's hard to to enjoy the cons as much. So it's nice to be able to get out and go to panels and stuff, because usually we're like just trying to find food or something, because we'd like to come see all the weird stuff that goes on in these cons, but usually we're just in our rooms or getting ready to some way or another.
In the orange.
Hi. So my question, to the robots, do you identify with your character? And to those of you who aren't robots, do you feel there is a robot character lurking deep down inside? And And what is their personality like?
My robot character is Mega Man.
Pandering.
Where's Mega Man?
Start that.
Yeah, start over there. Steve messed it up.
Oh, man. I'm sure there's one in there. I just have to find it, or I don't know.
Tell me when you do.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, yes, and yes. Your turn.
I always see me as a little Iron Man.
Wait, Ozzy Osbourne Iron Man or Tony Stark Iron Man? Yeah.
I think our characters do reflect a little bit of us. I mean, the spine is supposed to be like the level-headed one.
The serious?
And I think I'm that sometimes. But more the serious one, which I think I am sometimes. But I think it's just naturally I want to play the straight man because everyone wants to be the goofy one, you know what I mean? Like goofy, not that it's easy or something, it's just, it's like overdone, so it's like trying to do that, maybe it's difficult to not be goofy, I don't know. Maybe that was just not funny, that's probably
Woo!
I get bored easily, and I don't know, I think I like to wear a lot of different hats in my own life, so I'm always wanting to do more and be different characters. So I have like 3 characters right now in the acts, and you haven't seen 2 of them, I think, so hopefully, I'm excited because I don't like just doing the same thing over and over again. I get really bored with it, so yay!
I try to make Hatchworth not like me because I kind of wanted to just challenge myself and have an excuse to be a character on stage, because that's kind of the most freeing thing. So I'm trying to just challenge myself to be not Sam, I guess. So Hatchworth is hopefully a different character than Sam is what I'm going for. So that way I can have the separation and the challenge, the personal challenge for that.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions and then we're done.
What do you do to brighten your mustache and your...
Oh, I use, it's just a really basic water-based paint. And I put wax on this first, and it gets real messy. But it's just orange face paint, and it's just the first thing to melt off.
And our last question is going to come from right over here.
Instead of your weirdest gift, what's your coolest gift that you've received?
Let's play favorites. I have one. I got some metal D&D dice.
Oh yeah.
That was like, I actually probably would go out and buy these, and they were silver. So, and they're like they weigh a lot and they make loud noises. And when Steve gets his D&D table done, throw him on there and he's gonna crack his screen and I'll be like, sorry, that's just how it happens when you roll a 20.
I've actually, if you give me a medium-sized T-shirt, I will wear it. If I got my first tube of mustache wax from a fan, and if anybody ever draws a drawing of Carlisle, that will be up there. I will put that up and look at that. So I like to see that.
Putting orders in?
I can use some socks right about now.
I got $20 the last convention. Yeah! You know I like to eat, so $20. That's a lot of Chipotle.
Okay.
Pick 3.
I'm gonna pass for now. Coolest. You think you got one? I know.
Oh man. Wow. Actually, there's a person in here named Fluna, right here, and we're really great at what was that called? Just sewing stuff. I got this awesome like hood thing. It's like a bear, and it's really cool, and I like it a lot. So thanks.
It's a zombie bear hood scarf.
Yeah.
Oh.
She also made me an otter. But it was like big otter. And you know how like David said like he couldn't take all the stuffed animals back? Like I took that back on the plane.
Well, if you hand make it, you kind of have to. But store-bought, it's like, well, okay, you'll stay at the hotel room. You'll stay at the hotel room.
All right, this concludes our question and answers portion of our panel. So